They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game has veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep it flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep it flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip. Car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip. Watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you want it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I took no risk. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savings, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause I on the rest, watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. I see the risk, I see the risk, I see the risk, I see the risk, I see the risk.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Shoves him away, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
We're going to sign. 58, come on. Switch up, switch up.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Adam Gotsis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try the left side. Evans. And down to the 11. A big play there for L.A. 69 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They'll run. This is Gerald Henderson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Shoot! You gotta get moving, man. Man moving. You gotta get that.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And Woods has it complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Gall. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. An update now from Oakland. And it's early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Evans. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Evans. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun. Gone. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood! Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Gone. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Undercrush. No. Off. Back. Kill. Watch the twist. Check three.
Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
34, eyes on 34. Push him back. Push him back. 12.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Evans. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adam Gotsis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Whoa. Hey, Foxtrot. 17.
Back to throw. Gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete.
And what was the dime look that time on defense? Just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up third down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
I don't even know why. Hey, high 7.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I'm here on red 80. Alert 3. Cut.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
14. 5. All right. One out.
Here's Gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Shift.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 51. Hey, check 24. Lady. Watch twist. Shoot. Red 80.
They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Mike 51. I got you. Hey, ready. Under 10. 10. Watch that. Lady. Here we go.
So this will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. For this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Watch the eye. Shoot. Lady. Jim.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mike, boy, 51. Lady. Such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Hey, switch gears.
Red 80.
Now it's Darnold. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
SOS. Take 4.
4 down.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the twist. Hey, shell.
They'll try the air now with Gone. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards. And the Rams first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Evans. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. From the 25 on second down. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Like 20. Value 3.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Again, it's Henderson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball,
and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He sets to fire deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll run on first down. It's Evans. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 64 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Hey, Delta.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
You draw portrait. Check 10, 80.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field.
Darnold on first down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Rams, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.